so fast, and I don't wanna take you traveling the world, but I can love you. Yeah, I'm gonna love you. I'll give you all of what I've got. The fancy finds, baby, I have not. Just gonna love you. Yeah, I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna love you, babe. Cross my heart and hope to die. Golden trinkets, mobile phone, expensive shoes, you can get your own. Just gonna love you. Yeah, I'm gonna love you. Just gonna love you. Yeah, I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna love you, babe. Cross my heart and hope to die.
Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We have got a surprise for you that you may have just already seen. But maybe not. Maybe you were not paying attention. We shall see. We got some fun stuff coming up here tonight. We got a little announcement to make. We got potentially maybe some guests coming on. And we're just going to have this first Friday of the new year kicking off with, I don't know, like we always do, having a good time. So how is everyone doing? I guess we should maybe get things officially started. So welcome to the first Friday Night Live of 2024. Glad you are all here. And yeah, cheers, my friends. So, how was everyone's New Year? How was did everyone ring it in with a bang? Tim and Saws, Mr. Van Dusen, how are you doing? Jack is here, Log Cabin Firewood. Who else we got in here? The Adirondack Woodsman is here. Good evening, Stanley Keith. There are people flying by, so again, hey, there, and the Saw Surgeon. Saw Surgeon, how was your New Year? Hopefully you're doing well. So yeah, like I mentioned, we got a packed show tonight. We got someone who is got a big announcement to make. Not like the announcement I had last week. Nothing like that. There's none of that going on tonight. Tonight we're just we're getting down to business. We're off and rolling, like the title of the live stream was. 2024 off and rolling. Oh, and I also I have an unboxing. And I'm a little worried about it because it is from John frickin' Jeep. And so I'm going to wait till he gets on here to see before we open this up. Because I don't know what it is, but it's rattling around a lot. So I'm a little concerned. I'm a little worried about what might be inside. But I think, let's see, we may as well just get, it's going to be a jam-packed show, so let's just get things rolling. So this guy you're gonna see coming on here, he's been he's always seems to find his way to in on a live stream having a joke made about him or something. But he's got something he wants to share with everyone. We got some stuff going on. It's a new year. You know, everyone's making resolutions, plans, goals, stuff. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, welcome none other than Mr. WD30. Good evening, Will. Oh, wait a minute. There you go.
I'm here.
We can hear you now. All right. How is it going?
It's going well. Just honestly down here right now for the live. And you kind of messaged me previously in the week about doing this, and I was extremely excited to come on and share that the name now goes along with videos.
Oh.
I know I've always been a watching person for the longest of times, and
You mean as far as YouTube?
yes.
Okay.
But at the fellowship this past year, kind of gave me a little bit more of a bump and an itch to start putting videos out.
Yeah, so it was, and I don't know how many people saw last week on, was it Monday?
It's
Right?
Monday.
Monday, WD30 launched the channel officially, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, congratulations and welcome to YouTube.
Thank you.
And let's see, is there anybody asking you any questions? Now, the one thing I did want to just quick, I know that you were, I don't know if you were, YouTube made some changes to their policies and their guidelines And I think this is what you were waiting. You were waiting for those changes because
Hold on, real quick. Do you have to be under or over 5'5"
yeah.
to have a
So
channel now?
there you had. So I don't know if you were aware of this or not, but as of January 1st, YouTube's new policy, they've lowered the threshold, and you can now officially have a YouTube channel. So congratulations! I think. And we got. My mom is on. I'm going to be catching it. But to go along with that official congratulations, Mr. Log Cabin Firewood is throwing a coin in the cup. So, ladies and gentlemen, grab your cup, raise it up. WD-30 better be drinking something. He is. So, again, cheers and congratulations, Will. And thank you, Jack. All right. you know I wasn't going to let you get by without taking a couple. There It is. You see that? My mom is already hitting me up. But anyway, so I'm guessing you're going to do some firewood, right?
A little bit.
A little bit?
Yeah.
And just so everyone knows, what's the name? Give us the of your channel. What do we look for? Just your
W30 sorry. WD30 Adventures. That's what it is.
You got anything you want to show us officially here?
Oh. My apologies, Dan. You're so very correct. Sorry
there
about that.
Is. WD30 Adventures. And yeah, Shibe is just throwing the link in the chat.
Well, thank you, Shibe.
And I think you had some shorts that you were putting out last year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but now you're full on, like, longer form content coming out. What is it? Every Monday?
Every Monday.
Every Monday. Mondays.
Probably about 8 a.m. Yep.
Nice. You have any? Oh wait. Michael D. Here we go. I am sub number 95.
Thank you, Michael.
Michael, cheers. Thank you for the super chat there. Adirondack Woodman is wondering.
Adirondack, yes, I am.
Yes. Are you bringing stickers to the firewood at the furnace? The fellowship at the furnace.
Yep.
And here's a question. Are you a steel guy? Or a husky guy?
I am a big tool power chainsaw guy.
A big tool power chainsaw guy.
Exactly. I like big tools. I like big chainsaws. I like both steel and Husqvarna. I've yet to try an Echo yet, but when I get to it, we'll see.
All right. Well, that's good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can just tell us. You don't have to try to please everyone. You can just come on and say, this is.
I see that, Brad. I see that.
Yeah, well, it's going to be fun to tune in and see just exactly what kind of adventures you are on.
It'll be a fun thing for me to do, aside from, work every day and just go through that whole mundane drive every day. It'll be something to separate my days out to where, you can have a filming day, an editing day, and, just get everything kind of done. And with the, previously today we talked about how wonderfully the Eagles were doing. I don't have to worry about that anymore, really. So
that was my next question is how are your Super Bowl predictions looking?
They are non-existent. I am taking bets on how fast they lose out in the playoffs, if they even get into the playoffs.
Well, I think they're
So,
guaranteed to be in. I think they have a playoff berth because
okay,
it's the 4 division winners, and then you got the Rams. They're at what? They're like 2 games behind the Eagles, aren't they?
maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Hey, Mr. Van Dusen wants to know how big of a chainsaw is considered your big chainsaw?
28-inch bar.
28-inch bar, but like what saw?
It's a Husky 576. I'm looking into getting the Husky 592.
Ooh, that might be too much for you.
No, I actually really like it because it'll keep me. It'll keep the bar going through the wood, so I don't have to do as much work.
So Mr. Log Cabin Firewood is dropping another coin. WD, it's okay to chase your bourbon, Mr. Cough Cough. Yeah. You doing all right?
I know.
Here's another one to Jack. Thank you very much, Jack. Cheers.
Thank you, Jack.
Yeah, Michael D says the Eagles are locked in. They're in the playoffs. But
Okay.
who they end up playing and how well that game goes, we don't know.
Oh, jeez. Thank you. I hate colds. I hate colds so much. The constant coughing. It's like a tickle. But no.
That's all right.
Thank you to Adirondack.
You're over 105. Oh, all right. Well,
Yeah.
Outside with Mom and the Boys wants to know your official height.
I am 5'7".
Don't lie.
They said it'd say 5'8".
Oh, I meant, yeah, that's what I mean. I think maybe that's just my memory.
Oh, damn. You're gonna catch it tomorrow.
I know. But anyway, so another part of this whole, we're kind of having we're launching into the new year, and we're having a little launch party here. So what we're going to do is, believe it or not, we're going to bring a couple other guys in to join the party. We've got, but hang on, I got to take you out of here and then add you back in. There you go. So welcome to the live stream. We have Nate up in the corner. We got 5 down in the corner. And we got all 4 of us here.
Guys looking like this.
I thought we were here for Will. I thought we were here for Will Davidson. Let me get my booster seat out.
Wow.
What's up, everybody?
Wow. Wow.
Welcome, Brad. Welcome, Shibe. Good to see you guys.
How's it going, everybody?
Well, now Mom and the Boys wants to know how tall I am. I don't even know. Oh.
Jack, that hurts.
According to this, I'm 6'7". Hey, Wild Bill Irwin's here. Good evening. We're gonna try to. I'll try to see if if you got any questions for any of these guys over here. Throw it in the chat with the queue. We'll try to get to them. But we're just kind of gonna hang out here, kick off the new year, answer some questions. Kind of like I said, we're gonna having like a little launch party for WD30. We're gonna kick off his channel, kick off his year, and I don't know what else.
Heck yeah, big congrats, WD. Way to get the ball rolling,
Thank you.
buddy.
I'm glad you finally made the decision to do it, buddy. It gets easier as you go, but you are
Perfect.
very involved in this community, so there's no better time than the present to being the new year, to jump in the pool.
Yep.
The 3 foot.
Not Chive's way though.
Not the deep end.
Not the deep end.
Yeah.
You gotta be able to touch.
I'll be
Stay
doing
in
this.
front of the rope.
The kiddie pool.
Yes. My size.
Yeah. But no, it's I think it's fun just because you start to get to know people, and then you start to get you can see what they're actually up to and what their, wood yard looks like. I mean, you got a lot of wood already stacked up, right?
I had, when I started this season, I had about 10 cords stacked up in the backyard. Unfortunately, it was basically a cube, so it kept all the moisture about to the center. So, as you'll see here in a little bit, I get very fortunate with a certain place I can put some more firewood. So, I won't give all of it away, but there are some very cool things coming up.
Well, that's that's good.
What are you saying, Will? Your wood yard's small?
No, I'm getting the shive size wood now.
Okay.
Well,
Shots fired.
but when you think about it, what did you say? 10 cords?
Yeah.
Yeah.
About yay big.
Well, when 10 cords is only stacked 3 feet high, it takes up a lot of space. Because that's all the higher you can stack it.
I'll be good because it's YouTube and your mom's here.
Yeah, Dan, I got your back tonight, so you don't get in trouble. I will. I will take care of the shots to Will and return the fire, because I don't want you to get in trouble, Daniel.
Yeah, did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. There's definitely but the thing is that I think that just kind of shows what kind of guy you are, Will, is that you embrace kind of this, I mean, I think Shibe was the first one who cracked the first joke.
Yep.
I think because he met you for the first time, I think at the last year's fellowship, right?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
He's the one that started it all.
And speaking of the fellowship, Mr. Nate, any updates? How's it looking? Is it muddy there or anything? You worried about the weather?
Well, we've got a little bit of mud going on right now, but I took care of that with some wood chips in the yard the other day. I put a short out on that, and things right now are looking really, really good. Plenty of wood in the yard right now, and the mud's not too bad, but there is some rain coming tomorrow. Supposed to be another storm following it, so I'm hoping we either get really cold and everything freezes, or it has a chance to dry out. But barring a washout, we're going to make the best of it, because we're going to have a lot of equipment there. We've got around 80 to 90 people that are pre-registered right now. So if you decide you want to come and you're not registered, get on the website and please do that. That way we can have a rough idea. So we're planning on around 100 people again. So it'll be good.
Bring
How
your
long-
muck boots. Okay.
What's that?
Bring your muck boots just in case.
Well, I was
Just in case. Yeah.
how long does it normally take for your yard to dry out if you get a day of rain?
Well, I've got things situated now where we won't need to get into the bottom of the yard. Everything's going to kind of take place from the highest point up. So if we get some rain and we have a couple days of no rain, it'll be workable.
All right, so we got a question I'm going to grab here from Troy. We can go round robin. We'll start with Brad and go around the horn here. What are your thoughts on bunker compared to stacking? So just tossing it into a pile or stacking?
I have pretty strong thoughts on that. I see how Chris in the Woodyard's doing it, and I had an extensive conversation with him at Paul Bunyan about the way he's doing it now in the bunkers and the piles. He swears that it dries just as good as stacking it on the pallets like he used to do. I'm not. I'd have to see that to believe it. I'm not a believer in that. I don't think you get anywhere near the amount of sun or air movement through the middle of the pile that you do when you stack in single rows. I know his climate's a little bit different than ours. I mean, his climate is more dry, and when he gets moisture in the wintertime, it's in the form of snow instead of rain, and humidity is a lot different. But I'm not a believer, so I'm going to keep on stacking.
WD, you stack?
I stack. I also operate a bunker as well for off of a 24D 2040 multi-tech wood processor, and so I also operate out of a bunker as well. Um, I've seen stacking be a lot better, a lot faster, and the bunker you gotta wait almost a third as long to half as long, or sorry, a third more or a half more uh, in your time of drawing.
Shibe?
And it's got to be concrete for the reflective heat.
Okay.
Concrete. I stack. I mean, I stack. I know Brad stacks 2 rows. I stack nice and tight, and I haven't had a problem with my wood drying. I know people like to have that space between their rows, but my stuff is probably just as dry as the 2 rows with the little breezeway in between. But I'll stack 10 feet high if I have to. You know what I mean? So I keep stacking.
Yeah, I stack as well. I tried the pile, and it didn't turn out good. But I also think it has a lot to do with whether or not your bunker is in like an open field with a steady wind all the time and your full sun all day. So there's like I think it just depends on your area.
Dan, you did a test on that over a year or so ago.
Yeah.
And you ended up with moldy wood.
Yep. But now I do have just a loose pile, but I have it covered, so there's no rain getting in it. So I'm going to see how that one now turns out next year. So we'll see. I don't know, but
That's one of the things I do. I just cover the tops. All my sides are open, but the top's covered, especially the stuff that I'm selling. My stuff I'm not real worried about. I bring it down in the basement. With it 900 degrees down here, it dries pretty quick. But when the stuff I sell, I just cover the top, let the sides open, and it works very well.
WD-30, we got a question for you.
Yep.
From around the yard. What log splitter brand do you use, or what is your dream machine?
I use a Dirty Hand Tools 27-ton box door splitter. My dream? Either.
Oh, no.
1222 with a box wedge.
Okay.
Or a 37D with a box wedge.
Oh.
And attached conveyor.
Yeah.
The attached conveyor. That is a nice machine for sure.
The only thing.
If I start this car right now, you're not going to hear anything anybody has to say. I see M9 Ovich wants me to start the T-bucket, but I'm going to wake up all the neighbors.
I'm ready.
Yeah, I can. Oh no, I can't control your audio. Somebody was saying it also depends on the type of wood if you're stacking or, piling in a pile. But yeah, and I don't know if bags do. Have any of you tried like the face cord bags? Yeah.
I don't have a tractor to pick that shit up. Yet.
Oh, there's the yet. I was just gonna say. I wonder if there's if you had any updates on that, because I know you were looking.
No. I'm looking at tractor or outdoor boiler. Tractor or outdoor boiler.
Oh.
It's about the same total package.
Yeah.
Sam's got a tractor.
Well,
and an outdoor boiler.
He's got a big lawnmower with a loader on it.
Listen, I gotta help that times.
Oh.
Oh, so be willing here. Surprised the 24D doesn't get more love from the Wood Hounds. Hard to beat the cycle time. Any thoughts on that from anyone here?
I've seen the 24.
Go ahead, Brad.
All right. I've seen the 24D run at the shows, and it is lightning fast for sure. I think a lot of people's theory on that is if you're going to go 24D, why not just graduate to the granddaddy of them all and get the 37D? I don't know, but the 24D cycle time is insanely fast. That is the only machine that's not going to be at the fellowship. I think I've got the whole lineup coming other than the 24D.
Yeah.
Unless in here has a 24D that wants to bring it.
There you go.
Yeah, that's
But I'm 4D, and that thing is super fast. So fast it's probably a little dangerous with a box wedge. Things can go wrong with the box wedge, and you got to have a pretty good reaction time. With that 24D, your reaction time needs to be even quicker. But it's definitely a really nice machine, but it's definitely super fast and probably super dangerous if you're not careful.
Yeah, and you can't keep up with that cycle time by yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
You got to have two people.
And the crazy part of the cycle time is the retracting, how fast it comes back. That's what's really surprising.
Yeah.
But it is a pretty serious machine. I'm just seeing if there's any other questions here flying by. Log Cabin Firewood said, Shive, just get both tractor and the boiler. Bionic Life said, buy the tractor with the money you'll save with the boiler.
Right. Maybe I'll wait a couple of years.
Hey, I think we should. A lot of people are talking about Nuts 319, who was in a serious accident. I don't know any details on that, but definitely should have some prayers out for him.
Oh my!
Yeah, I think last Wednesday he was airlifted out. He's gone through a couple surgeries and stuff. So yeah, keep him and his family in your thoughts and prayers. So hopefully he out and beats all the problems he's having. So it's a tough life being a logger, and you know, I'm sure accidents happen every day. It's just a part of the community here. One of our fellow Wood Hounds has fell to one of these accidents. So hopefully he comes through and comes out 100%.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything about that. I guess I haven't heard anything. But holy moly, yeah, definitely sending out the thoughts and prayers for him. Definitely.
I think Skidder kept out a little video on. I don't know if he went into details or anything. I just seen it come up. But he put out a little video about the accident Wednesday and had a couple surgeries and stuff. So, like I said, hopefully everything works out, pulls through.
Man, that's not good to hear. Jeez. Oh my. Well, yeah, like I said, hopefully everything keeps improving. Gringo Pines, GP, I'm gonna just quick grab this question here. I don't know if you all remember which machine is Wanaka, but he's wondering if I'm actually going to be bringing her out this weekend. I got a couple of things I got a bunch of hunks and chunks to split up with the old Wolf Ridge. So, Wolf Ridge will be coming out. What's that?
How long has it been since you've used that machine?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't used it yet this year. All year.
Oh, come on.
I haven't used it since last year.
You should train Boss Man on the Wolf Ridge so he's better with the Easton made.
Yeah. Well, that is, you know, when you were talking about the watching, like if you're using a box wedge with the 24D, you got to pay attention. And like that's the one thing that Amanda does not like running the 37D. She would rather roll 400-pound rounds of wood, you know, over, like she would rather do all that than run the machine, because it is a little intimidating and you have to pay attention. I mean, you know, it's not just roll it in there, push the lever and forget. 'Cause... All right, I got a quick. Oh, go ahead.
I got a question for Will. Are you going to bring that Husqvarna back up to cut again this year that you had here last time? Are you going to like make sure it's running and it starts and it's sharp?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
That'll be the perfect
3
paperweight.
chains. 3 chains, 2 bars, 2 different sizes.
All right. Well, we get a rematch then.
There was a shorts that, by the way, did a little did okay for me, anyways. Me calling you out, by the way.
Oh,
I must have missed it.
uh-oh.
So
Did you tag him?
So we will. Hey, you know when you fire, when you take shots, you always got to expect return fire.
I'm expecting it, and I welcome it, as you know.
Here's an example of return fire.
Oh, speaking of which,
Get on the pipette, baby. Get on the pipette.
I almost need to put that to use here pretty quick.
I think we all do.
In the wrestling business, they're called receipts.
Gotcha.
If you give too stiff of a punch or something, you're going to get a receipt, and that's like a little payback coming at you.
Well, here's the thing. I've been taking it for hold on. I've been taking the short jokes for so daggone long. I think 1 shot is okay.
It is okay, man. I got thick skin, and you got thick skin. We can go back and forth all day.
Wait, we might have to raise this up.
Come on, bring it on. I got you.
Hey, we're at the bottom of the hour.
Now.
If anybody needs to refill, do it now. I'm going to, so like I mentioned earlier, I got to do a quick unboxing. I'm a little worried about this. It's from Frickin' Jeep, John, and I know he's in here. So, yeah, I don't know what's going to happen, but let's find out. Woo!
Hey, John, I got your message today, and I had my phone on airplane mode all day because I was recording, so I didn't get it till later. I will give you a call back. Sorry we couldn't hook up again today, but yes, I was in the yard working today. I just didn't get your call, so I'll get back with you, buddy.
But sometimes those rotary dial phones don't go through to cell phones.
Oh, Dan.
Or maybe he was trying like the telegraph or something, you know. But all right.
Really, Dan?
Oh, geez, there's more tape. He's got this wrapped up.
Question for you, Brad, from Adirondack Woodsman. Far with the furnace. Brad, are you letting people bring stalls or planning on blocking everything up?
We're planning on having most everything blocked up. That's the plan. Last year, there was too many saws running all over the place. So there will be some cutting to be done. If you want to bring your saw, go ahead and bring it. And it will be more controlled this year if we need to cut anything. But I would say 90% of the cutting is already going to be done.
So John has sent me, speaking of communication, he has sent me a... What is this called here? Jeez, WD-30.
Who is typing?
You gotta take it easy on your keyboard.
It's a mechanical keyboard. My bad.
It was on a typewriter.
You're gonna kill me.
So Frickin' Jeep sent me a communication device, and apparently there is a string in here that I am supposed to tie this together with. Look at that.
That
Oh, and it's even got like a little antenna.
Who's for who?
Yeah.
that string, John. That's like 1,000 string.
He even typed out instructions on how to use it. Hold it to your mouth and say hello. Hello. Hello, John. And wait for a high back. That is pretty good, John. There you go. See, this is if you guys don't know John, if you want to talk about a jokester and a prankster, that guy has got quite a few things up his sleeve. But John, thank you very much. I will read through these instructions and give this a try. So, cheers. Thank you.
Boss man, when you're out in the wood yard, you just got to stretch that string out a little bit.
Yeah, I gotta see if I can. He's even got the string. Look at that. Wow. All right.
That's that fiber optic string.
Oh my gosh.
Really?
Fiber optics.
I'm gonna die over here.
I have been missing some questions, so I don't know if anybody saw anything that needs to be answered. I got a quick refill. Where's my drop?
There's Andrew. Andrew, inspirational
Andrew.
words again today on the video. Check that video out he just put out. He's always got inspirational words I can learn from.
What was it? Inspiration Awards? What?
Words.
Oh, words. Who was that?
Andrew.
Oh, Mr. Easton is in the house. Good evening, Andrew. Yeah, we got quite the happenings going on here. So let's see. 3 steel and a husky guy. What? We got some people from Connecticut. All right. Oh, somebody said that this phone only works with twine, with baling twine.
When we were up at the Hope event with York Firewood, I was of course taking video all day, and when I got home and started editing the video, I found a surprise video clip in there. Apparently, John got a hold of my camera while I was working and gave me a couple little surprise tidbits for the video.
Those weren't in your video, though.
I did put one in there.
Did you? Oh, I'll have to go back and watch.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing one time where he was like running the camera or something.
Yeah, he did pan like a 360 around and had a little commentary in there. He's a cool guy, man. I can't imagine what he was like when he was a young man. I bet he was a party animal.
John, pretty much my work partner all day, and he was pretty tired by the end of the day. But he went back up the next day and helped out. So
I'm getting it connected.
Hey, John.
Hey, that copper wire on the end of that one can is going to make it awesome.
Yeah. So did they ever get it like a total of how much you guys split that day?
I never heard. I don't think they're ever going to measure it.
They're probably just going to sell from a big pile. I don't think they're ever going to stack it. They're just going to sell it, which is good. I mean, that whole event, it's for a good cause, and we've all probably had somebody that has been affected by cancer and everything else. So it was definitely a good event, and if they have something next year, definitely look forward to doing it for sure.
20 cords. He just said 20 cords is what it ended up being. There he is.
Holy moly's.
Wow.
That is that's a good pile.
John.
Do you have any idea how much wood you have lined up, Brad, for the fellowship?
I've probably got 10 or 12 cords sitting there.
Oh, well, that's it. What?
Well, there's still going to be more coming before
Oh,
then.
yeah. Well, you
But
only got
that's
what, 3 weeks?
Yep.
Oh boy.
Hey, when the wood's all split, we get to sit around the fire and enjoy each other's company if we get to that point.
That's when the food is served. We don't eat
Now,
till
we'll
all
take,
the wood.
we'll take a break and eat, but I'm telling you right now, when we were up at the Hope event and we took a break to eat, mysteriously work slowed down after lunch. Did you notice that, Don?
It's like,
I didn't slow down, Brad.
I didn't slow down
Oh,
either.
yeah, right. Yeah, right.
I mean, Will was working hard in the morning, and after lunch, he was just driving a green tractor about the size of him.
Right. Well, I happened to look up and see somebody in this tractor, and I thought it was some kid, but it was Will.
Wow. Wow. Wow, Shive.
boy, oh
Wow.
boy.
I mean, it wasn't a very big tractor, and you're not a very big person. I don't know what to tell you.
I asked the owner 5 times. Do you want to come take this back? No. No, keep going. It's like, all right.
Did he ask for your driver's license?
No, he didn't ask for a driver's license, equipment operator license, forestry operator license, none of it.
I did notice that right after lunch, he signed a work permit inside there.
Oh boy. And
We'll go
so
with that.
Brad, at the fellowship, are you running everything into one spot or what, or do you have kind of you
No,
run
I've
it into
got,
the trailers, right?
No, that's what we did last year. But I'm going to do it a little bit different this year. I've got logs right now staged in between the rows. So we'll line splitters up against the up against the rounds that are going to be already cut, so that when they come off the splitter, they'll be right next to where they're getting stacked. Instead of having to back the trailers in and dump piles and then stack, we'll have splitters running simultaneously in all the rows. So I know we'll have the 916 and a 1222 in one row. We'll have a 2228 and a 1222 in one row. We'll have a 37D in the other row. 2 axes and the Ultra doing bundle wood into the IBC totes, and my 1222 and conveyor will just be loading into the dump trailer.
So you're kind of going to have people then like stacking right off the end of the splitter.
Yeah. I think that'll be easier than what we did last year, and
Yep.
there'll be no moving parts.
Nice.
And that's one thing. Brad, do you want me to bring the pizza wedge?
Yes, I would like you to bring the pizza wedge. That way we can show the differences between the regular 7-way box and the pizza wedge box, because it seems like there's a lot of questions on there, and sometimes on the videos it's hard to see what the difference in the size wood is. So the people that are there will actually be able to put their hands on it.
Yep.
Yeah, because that's that I get asked that question quite a bit. Like, what size? You know, can you adjust the size? Can you change the size? And you can adjust one way, but not the other.
Yeah, so I did a video a while back about how do you like the box wedge, and I tried to run it low, medium, and then I ran it high to kind of give a gauge on what size the wood was coming out of it as you raised it up. Just a little bit of difference in height makes a pretty big difference in the size of the wood.
Yep.
And I don't have a pizza wedge, so if you can bring yours, Shive, that would be good. I'm even curious to see it.
That's standard 7-way. I mean, you can make some small pieces, but you got to have that wedge pretty much down to where it's out of the locking portion. But it's out of locking, so eventually it'll keep wanting to raise up. You know what I mean? So with the pizza wedge, you just get it to where it's locked in, and it's pretty much perfect bundle size wood. It's freaking awesome.
Yeah, I'm going to check that out this year.
So that's I guess one question for WD-30. Is your target like, do you burn, or are you trying to sell? And if you're selling, are you looking to like recreational or heating? What's your target market?
Currently do a lot of heating sales, uh, if I were able to convince my dad and mom to look at possibly going in with me on an Axis, so to give my dad something right here to work with, because he does a lot of the splitting now. I mean, he does when he's healthy. Right now, we all kind of have this junk going through us, and so we're all kind of not really doing much. But when he's doing his best, um, he can do about a quarter of a quart a day. And for a guy who's been through many bouts of pneumonia, almost lost his kidneys about 4 years ago, and we're just getting back from that. Um, yeah, I would be looking at an Axis just for him, so he can kind of have a seat as well as moving some smaller ish rounds around and making bundle size work. Because if
Yeah.
I can do
Will,
that, I'll go to the campgrounds that are on my way to work currently, and I'll talk to them.
are you going to bring him with you to the fellowship this year so he can run the Axis?
Correct. Him, my mother, and myself.
Hey, we got a quick.
Very cool.
I missed this super chat earlier from the Adirondack Woodsman. He said that he likes this format. Good job, everyone. Thank you very much. Cheers. That's the one thing I never know is like, because sometimes, when you have like, other people on your live stream and you get into conversations, you kind of end up almost not seeing all the chat messages or all the chat questions. So sometimes it's a tough balancing act, but I kind of like to, mix things up. But like I said, it's New Year. We might be doing this more often. So hopefully everyone watching is enjoying it as well. And like I said, if I don't get to your question, I apologize. Chances are, if it was just me, I probably wouldn't have either. Anyway.
Glowing Firewood, New Jersey wants to know where the firewood get together is. So it's, if you check out my channel, Firewood at the Furnace, kind of a shameless plug here, but it's going to be at my wood yard, and you can register for that then. And I'm in Maryland, so if you're in Jersey, it might not be that far of a trip for you. We'll have 90% of the complete line of Easton made wood splitters there for you to get your hands on and run if you want to check them out. So it'll be a good day, get to meet a lot of cool people, and even have some good food too.
Yeah, and I was supposed to. My intern dropped the ball on this. I was going to have your QR code ready to put on the screen. But
well, you can just go to the website firewoodatthefurnace.com, and the link is right there to register.
What's WD doing?
Donald Slate.
Did your booster
I saw
seat
that
fall
comment. I'm not sitting on books.
Oh. Yeah, well, you can. Somebody can throw your website in the chat and firewoodatthefurnace.com, right?
Yeah, man.
Yep.
All right, we got another round robin question for everyone. We'll do the same thing. Brad, Will, then Shibe. What is some good advice on starting a firewood side business?
We starting with me, you said?
Yep.
All right. Starting a firewood side business. Just plan on not selling any wood for at least the first 10 to 12 months. Don't get in a hurry and want to make a quick dollar, because those guys come and go every year. The first year is just preparing to sell wood. Be patient, have a good product, and word of mouth will see you through.
There you go.
Also, something to tag on to that would be the quality of your customer service. I've actually had several people tell me that I need to sell my wood for more because my customer service is so good. I don't sell my wood for more just because of my customer service.
Don't do it.
But I offer very good customer service for a really good product. So,
Mr. Shine.
Well, pretty on to what Brad said. I mean, obviously you're going to have some type of inventory, you know what I mean? And you can start out by roadside stand, see how it goes. You know what I mean? Do your roadside stand. If you're in a good area, I'm not in a good area, but My roadside does pretty good. So it's like Brad said, word of mouth. You put a roadside stand out, you got a quality product, and people buy it. People will let other people know to come get it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, you need inventory for sure. So start splitting now, start selling 10, 12 months from now. So get your inventory going now so you can start selling 10, 12 months from now. You're not going to split and sell unless you're selling green, but nobody wants to buy green. Somebody wants to buy firewood, they want to buy it and burn it. So just food for thought there.
Yep. And kind of figure out, like, I'll just add on, like, for me, I started out thinking I was going to do like bulk and deliver, but then I wasn't set in my way. So, like, don't get into one groove and stay there. Like, if you find out there's more people that want wood during the summer, for recreational burning in their fire pits, then don't be afraid to pivot and go down that path, because everyone, I think, gets in that mindset of they think they need to always be doing more and more. The only way to make more money is to make more wood, but really that's not the case. Like, it's a tough like thought process to get out of. It's like, oh, I need to do more volume, because if I do more volume, I'll make more money. And then all of a sudden you're just chasing your tail.
Yeah. And I think you have to, if you,
Go ahead, Brad.
all right, if you're going to do it as a side hustle, I think you have to take into consideration how much time you're going to devote to it. Because, like with me, I've tried to grow every year over the past several years, and I'm at a point now with kids in sports and kids in school and running around all over the place now. I'm about 50 to 60 cords a year right now, and I feel like that's kind of my happy place at the moment. But don't turn something that's supposed to be pleasurable or fun, if you're doing it as a side hustle and not to make a living, and turn it into a job that stresses you out.
Yes. All right.
So
we got another coin that came down. I missed from Scott.
Oh,
so grab that tall one there and tip her back. Thank you very much, Scott. Cheers.
I need another one.
Uh-oh.
A 4
Chalky Milks.
What do you do if, here's another quick question. What do you do if customers don't refuse to pay?
If they don't refuse to pay,
I would.
I think Shive should answer this question first.
Yeah. Guys, what happens if somebody takes wood from your stand and leaves without paying?
well, you post that son of a bitch on Facebook, you find out that you go to the damn house. You knock on the door, hey, we need to talk. The next thing you know, he's coming out and paying you 3 times what he sold. It is what it is.
And don't forget to put your beer on the corner.
Yeah, put your beer on the curb before you go to their house.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
It's the small details.
on a serious note, I have cameras up. I didn't have cameras at first, and I started having thefts and stuff. I think I had 11 bags stolen in 2 or 3 days. So I got cameras. Now I can catch them in the act. And being in the small town I'm in, I posted on Facebook.
Yep.
And people know, like,
Somebody
I know
knows them.
So, so there I have, okay, well, I know where this guy lives now. And then I walk, like I walked to the guy's house. I looked into the back of his truck, seen the wood in the back of his truck yet. Then I proceeded to put my finger on the curb, walked back to the house, knocked on the door, and had some words. That's all. So, I mean,
Well, cheers to York real quick. That's all.
Oh, yeah. I was just going to say, York Firewood,
I'll be right back.
thank you very much. Cheers.
So I haven't had a problem with theft, but my roadside stand is actually a driveway stand. So people have to come down the driveway to get to my stand. And I think it's a little less, people have a little less interest to steal wood if they're coming down a driveway. I could probably sell more wood if it was out by the road, but probably have to deal with a few more problems as well. So it is what it is.
Yeah, I've only had, I think, 3 or 4. But the interesting thing is, each time I wasn't completely stiffed. So, like, somebody took 2 bundles and paid for 1, or somebody took, 4 bundles and paid for 2. So, like, I've never been completely ripped off. It's just like everyone paid half price. So I don't know.
Hey, Sam, that's the rumor that I heard too. And I was wondering if you could give some insight on that.
Well,
Oh,
Sam,
jeez.
He said that you ran away from the guy.
I did not run. I don't run.
I was gonna say, when Shive was telling me this story, I envisioned him finding out who the guy was, sitting down and cracking a couple beers, and like gathering his thoughts, and getting like, all right, what's my game plan gonna be? And then after maybe like, I don't know, a few, they're like, all right, I'm going to his house. And then I think the other thing is, just like you said, that it's a small town. So I think that guy also knew you and was like, oh shit, I'm not messing with him.
Well, I actually knocked on the door and said we need to talk, and he left. I'm like, you open the blind. He's like, what's up? I'm like, we need to talk. Blind went closed. He was gone for like 2 minutes. I'm like, this guy's going to get a gun. I am screwed. Then he came back. He's like, I know what it's about. It was like 4 o'clock in the morning when he did it. I don't know. I think I got to rush in it or whatever. I'm like, I don't want your money. I want to tell you, don't steal from me. If you need wood, tell me you need wood. I will gladly give it to you. Just don't steal it from me. You know what I mean? So but he ended up paying 2 or 3 times what he stole. So he probably stole from me before when I had the 11 bag. So, I mean, it is what it is.
I knew something was going to come up for the highway patrol here, Mr. DOT. How many dump trailers and 1-ton trucks do you think will be up for sale after watching your video series?
Yeah, so I just kind of answered that question, but look, when I'm putting these videos out, it's in response to a lot of questions that I get, and I don't think I'm not trying to force anybody into doing anything or guilt tripping people or trying to make people worry, because most of what we're doing is very small scale. The guys that are doing firewood on the side, and it's probably not something that is really, the spotlight's not on you, but it's good to know these things. That way, if you are growing, or if you are trying to expand what you have to look forward to as your business grows, the small guy that's just doing stuff on the weekend or seasonally, I mean, that's not something that you want to get into. I like I said in the video, I tried to avoid it and, try to play some of the loopholes for a little while. But, I've started to grow a little bit and I have more vehicles and I'm doing it kind of year round now. So that's the only reason that I'm kind of trying to do the right thing. But I'm just trying to answer questions for people that ask, and seems how I'm in a situation where I have a little bit of knowledge on the subject, just kind of put it out there for people.
I think your next video series should be on claiming your income from firewood on your taxes.
I have no background in accounting or tax management. I will tell you
I
though,
have something on this.
Somebody asked a question today about collecting sales tax, and in Maryland, it's a product of the forest, so you don't have to collect sales tax.
Wisconsin, you do. I have to.
Sales nor business. There is none. It's tax-free.
Oh. Well,
In
there
the
you
state
go.
of Maryland. That's from a CPA in Maryland.
Say that again.
So in the state of Maryland, there is no sales tax and there's no business tax. So it is essentially tax-free in the state of Maryland.
Huh.
That is from a CPA that is the mother of my dad's godson.
All right, well, there you go. Well, we got a raise. Feel Good Firewood said, great show tonight, but the cup's a little empty. Michael D again. So there we go, boys. Raise them on up. Cheers. Thank you very much.
The cup is a little empty because Shibe is on the live stream and not dropping the 99 centers.
Yeah.
My phone is there.
Good. We don't need that. Last week was that was a little out of control.
Hang on a second.
No, just put it down. Yeah, so there was a question here. Mom and the boys, are you required to, here we go, we're getting are you required to have DOT numbers on your door and all the safety stuff in the truck, triangles, fire extinguisher, etc.?
I have hijacked your live stream, Dan.
Well, if people got questions, we're going to answer them.
All right. So yes. Yeah, that's another thing that I'll get into maybe in the next video on this series, but just if you got DOT numbers on there, yep, fire extinguisher triangles, and you are subject to all the inspection requirements, which is a whole nother video.
Oh.
Take care, Andrew. Have a good night, buddy.
Andrew, yeah, have a good weekend. Thanks for stopping by. So that might be, did we just see a little foreshadowing of next First Friday?
Yeah, you might have. Maybe that's what I'll tackle next time.
Oh, boy. Speaking of, so you're going to when is the fellowship's the last weekend? So you'll have your live stream the Thursday before the fellowship, right?
Yeah, and I'll have a special guest on my live stream this month as well.
Ooh. So you're going to have, so if anyone wants last minute details, you'll be able to get them right up to 2 days before.
Yeah, and if you're registered, if you went online and filled out the registration form for the fellowship, there'll be a mass email going out here within the next week or so with a lot of information for you.
I still don't know if I registered.
Well, you know where you're going.
Oh, I know where I'm
Hopefully.
WD-30, are you registered?
Oh, no. Yes, Dan. Come on now. All three of us are.
Yeah, so Logger Jason does have a good point about Wisconsin, that if you're selling for heat, then it's tax exempt. But because, like for me, I'm selling recreational firewood, so I have to pay the state sales tax on that.
But there's a gray area there. Is it still for heat?
Yes.
Well, if you're buying it in the middle of July, I don't think you need to heat your house.
Dan,
Say.
Dan, you don't know what they're using it for. How can you speculate what they're going to use that firewood for?
Yeah.
Well, I
Strictly
suppose
for heat, recreational heat. There you go.
recreational heat. I like it.
If you're sitting around a fire at night, are you not warming your hands?
Maybe.
And your foot and the marshmallows.
Listen.
Hey,
It's
there's our
for
good friend Marlon. Marlon just dropped a coin. This format works well, largely because of the participants are chosen well. Oh, nice. Thank you, Marlon. Cheers.
I'm glad I was one.
Hey, we are in overtime. Holy moly's.
Wow, that went by quick.
Minutes.
Fill
Fill a cup. 29 centers. Let them rip. I said, you gotta get 2 or 3 out of that thing.
I do have something waiting for the last.
Hold up. Show that again.
It was this.
Oh, I thought it was the pipette.
The what?
Oh,
No.
nice.
I don't get into that. Oh, Four Roses. I've got a bottle of Four Roses back there from Gringo Pines, actually.
I
But
just
man,
finished up a. Oh, sorry about that. I just finished up a bottle of Four Roses.
whew.
And this one's probably going to be gone tonight.
Well,
Good
this
deal.
one's going to be fun, and this one's fun.
And
These
Shive's
other
drinking
Oh,
piss.
Shive. God bless you.
This one's gone. This one's gone. Oh,
All right, so I have a question. Out of the four of us sitting here, three of us heat with wood, right? WD, you heat with wood?
Yeah. Well, kind of. Supplemental with natural gas.
I know Brad's thinking about getting an outdoor boiler, but
I didn't think
three
that
of
was
us
public.
heat with wood. Brad doesn't. So Brad, like, we are definitely side gigs. Brad is just doing it for the money.
Shots
go.
fired again.
Here we go. We're in overtime.
Oh.
Woo! Yeah,
Oh my.
I
But
tell you.
on a side note, Brad, have you thought any more into the outdoor boiler?
I have. And Jack, I think, is going to pull the trigger on an outdoor wood boiler. And we were talking about trying to go in on it together to see if we could get a discount if we both did it at the same time. But I still have some research to do as far as the county and the town ordinance
Sony.
uh,
Yeah.
to see what I'm allowed and not allowed to do and how far away things have to be. So maybe one day I can be as cool as you, Shibe, and heat with wood.
You know, all the cool guys
No, but-
are heating with days.
Yeah, on a serious note, though, Val has mentioned many times how stupid we are for all this wood that I produce and all this, the scraps and the offcuts and the stuff that I get rid of that we could be burning and having free heat. We really should do something, and that's not off the table. We may be figuring something out, even if it's a wood stove here soon.
Yeah, because you, I mean, you always are going to have stuff that you can set aside for yourself that you don't want to sell.
Yeah, Jack gives me a hard time because he sees what I don't process and get rid of. And fortunately, I'm in a situation with the tree service where I can be a little picky on the wood that I want to cut and split. And the really gnarly, nasty stuff, I just cut it out of the way and haul it off. I don't even fight with it. But that's all wood that I could be burning for free.
There was a question I remember seeing fly by about where do we all get our wood? What's our wood source? So you go ahead, Brad. You can start again. We'll go around.
I'm very fortunate to have a great relationship and probably one of my best friends now, the owner of Blandford's Tree Service. That's probably the biggest tree company here in the county where I live. And we've cultivated a friendship together and a working relationship together where I'm pretty much his exclusive person that he calls to get wood off of jobs. He knows what I like. He knows what size wood I like. He knows what junk is and what junk isn't. What are we looking at?
We're trying. We're trying. I thought you were trying to touch.
No, I was trying to touch the Blandford tree sign.
I know.
But anyway, I forget where I was. So yes, I use a tree service, and I don't get a whole lot of junk.
Hot.
WD-30.
Yeah,
What do you? Where do you get your
disgusting.
wood? You get it yourself, don't you?
I get it from a few different sources. One is actually they're all former employers. One is from the guys that work for the tree service I used to. That company is called Tree. They're out of Rockville, Maryland, and I know a bunch of the tree climbers there. and they're all openly always telling me we can bring a mason by with logs, and I typically tell them no because they cut things for me, and I don't like that because I
Wait,
can't control the length of the cut. Or I go to my old retirement community job where they have a log dump in the back, and it's on 220 acres where I have free range to cut whatever I want.
did you say that the tree service company was Save a Tree?
Correct.
So like they come to cut the tree down and they're called Save a Tree?
You
Are
would
you
be amazed, and I will not say it openly here online, but there are other things that I could say. I'll leave it at that.
And Shibe, you're the roadside logger, right? That's what you.
Yeah. Well,
He milked that cow to death.
yeah,
Oh,
I
that,
steal wood apparently from all the comments, and I probably buy and steal half my wood.
Your comment section loves you.
I do have permission to get wood from the roadside where I get it. So I am not stealing the wood. I am acquiring the wood in a legal way. But
You're strategically replacing it.
yeah, removal. You're removing it. Yeah, I'm just like Brad. I've got a great relationship with a friend of mine, Rick, who anything, when he's doing a job nearby, he tells me what it is, what it's like, and asks if I want it. So he doesn't just show up and dump it. It's, because I've dealt with people like that all of a sudden there used to be, I'd get done with work and there'd be like 3 dumps of, just a bunch of garbage out front. But
yeah, just like the one I have out here. This freaking sycamore is an unmotivating wood.
I told you.
Oh, I bet.
Not motivated at all, but I need to get it done.
What did I tell you when you brought that into the yard?
I've never dealt with it. I will never deal with it again. It is I've never split gum or elm, but I'm sure it's right there with those.
I think gum's the worst.
It is a shit wood. Don't ever get sycamore. Ever. It's big.
It looks kind of cool, though. It looks cool with the color and everything.
Yeah.
Hey, Michael D is throwing a coin in the cup for some antiperspirant fund for you, Shibe. Thanks. Thank you, Michael D. He did say earlier that it's like 95 in his basement.
It was like 900. It's not so much now. I got the Bilco doors open. I got a couple windows open. It's probably like...
What kind of doors?
It's probably 80 right now down here.
What kind of doors are they?
Ouch.
Bilco.
Oh, okay. I
Merlot.
thought you said Borco.
I don't know.
They're Merlot poplar.
The ones that you can walk out of. I don't know what the hell. It's something built. Something B. Something with a B. I don't know.
French doors?
Yeah. French Canadian.
But they only open when it's super hot, right?
Yeah, when I'm down here and I need to do a live stream. In the winter.
Hey, Todd's outside again. I just saw him fly by. Good evening, Todd. TOA, how you doing?
TOA, bro?
Here's we got another question. They are clearing out the river by me and they are giving the wood away. Would you guys take it and let it dry? Sale. Depends on what it is, I guess.
If it's sycamore, no.
Or gum.
No.
But I will say one thing though, just touching on this and back to the whole where I get my wood from. Sometimes starting out, you do have to take the garbage from a tree service to build that network and form that
Mhm.
relationship to then a year or two into it be able to say, I don't want that, or I want this, So
I'm
Cheers
trying.
to that.
I am trying.
sometimes you do have to take some of the garbage wood because that's what builds that network. So
Yeah, so a lot of the tree companies, they get firewood guys that say, "Hey, bring me your logs, bring me your fire, bring me your stuff," and then they're here 1 year and gone the next. Those are the guys that are splitting and selling at the same time. So the tree services have been through these people, several people every year. They go through these people, and very rarely do they find somebody who they can stick with, who's reliable for them. Who can make their job easier because they don't care about you. They want somebody that can help them.
yep.
And if you can, suffer through the beginning part of the relationship, and they realize that you're reliable and you're going to stay around for a while, then they'll be a little more forgiving.
And I think what helps is if you have a way to like burn, if you like for me, all the junk stuff I would just keep and burn myself, and then the nicer stuff I'd end up selling. So but that's the big key is to get your foot in the door, and by getting your foot in the door requires sometimes whatever they bring you, you got to take it.
And exactly what you
So
said,
here's a
Dan.
question for the.
My furnace just kicked on. I'm burning $3 a gallon right now, or $3.70 a gallon right now with the furnace, just to heat my water. You know what I mean? So if I have that junk wood, if I had a boiler, I wouldn't give two shits about this damn sycamore out here. I split it in big chunks and burn it.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't have a boiler. So
Good thing Sam does.
it's like he's put out a video today with he got his boiler up and running, and he's basically cleaning up his wood yard, burning his hunks and chunks and crotches and shit that he doesn't want to sell or can't sell. He's burning it up in the boiler, which is great. And if I could do that, I would do it. I have two people that I give boiler wood to, but Sam kind of backed out on me. He doesn't want my junk anymore. But I have another he'll take every goddamn piece I got. You know what I mean? So yes, but if I were to be able to keep that and burn for myself, hell yeah, why not?
WD-30, what was your question?
Never mind. Well, actually, I was gonna ask everybody in the chat. Sorry, whatever. Does anybody go to a tree service and say, "Here's a dumpster. Put all of the extra wood that you get from your jobs in that dumpster, and I'll have someone come and take it away from you"?
The problem with that is, like, if you got to be able to haul that dumpster, but I guarantee you,
Right.
if you went to a tree service company and they were nearby, they're more than happy to bring the stuff and just dump it and get rid of it before they have to drive home. So like that's how I met Rick. Was he was doing a tree removal down by a little boss man school. I went to pick him up in the afternoon. I saw him taking this tree down. I just went up, introduced myself, talked to him, told him where I lived. He goes, "I'll drop it off in 30 minutes." Because then he didn't have to haul it all the way back to his wood yard 20 miles away. So,
And this is what brings me to something else that I had remembered earlier. I'm actually looking at a property. I'll give it, but I'm not really anything. There is nothing set in stone yet. But on my way to work every day, I see a property that is abandoned, and it's about 5 acres. I've been eyeing that property up for years because I could tell companies just go and dump and I'll take care of it.
there you go. Yeah.
And doesn't matter the saw size as long as I got a 20-inch bar, it'll be fine.
Well,
look, man.
I'll take my farm, boss. You can take your.
The saw might be fine. I don't know about the guy operating it though.
All right, smarty pants.
You
know what I meant.
Right here.
Hey. Sir, you got two of them though.
To what?
Do what?
Step ladders. We have to put one here and one on top of that.
Yeah, well,
I got a
there you
bucket.
go.
And I got 3 glasses. What's the difference?
Oh my, oh my. All right. What are we at here? 20 minutes past. Jeez.
Don't stop. Don't stop. Keep going.
It's
No.
not late. Come on, Dan. It's not that late.
No, it's not. It's later for you guys. What is it?
Yeah,
10?
it is.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Let's
so
just go
Him,
11.
him,
11.
and me.
It'll be 10.
Oh my goodness.
That's
All right,
time for you, Dan.
here's a we
It's-
got a question. So as long as there's some questions coming in, have any of you guys looked into writing off your boiler or wood stove as a business expense? You need a way to get rid of the scraps. Oh,
That's a good.
That's what I would do.
That's a good
interesting.
idea.
Oh, I can see Brad's gears turning.
Being that my business is at my place of residence, I might be able to do that.
Is it a business?
I checked with my. I don't know.
There's still over 200 people in here, Dan.
There
Is it a
well,
business or is it
Oh goodness.
or is it just a professional hobbyist?
Dan, you need to make up iron-on patches. I will buy one.
I would too.
I don't. That's what I'm.
Hey,
trying
that
to
fits
decide.
good there in the middle.
Yeah, maybe I should leave that up there in the middle.
Yeah, leave that there.
The thing is
Can
that
I get one that's like 10 inches?
Is that taller than you?
Well,
Whatever it is.
you said you're 5'7", so 10 inches might actually be a 3-inch iron-on patch.
yeah.
In the,
The only thing I will say, like, if you're gonna
Oh,
like,
crap.
say you were gonna write off a boiler, like you also have to then have the income coming in to because you can't run a business and always be taking losses because that you're not. Why are you in business? You're not in business to lose money.
The government does.
Right. Yeah,
Well-
they're the only ones that can. The
Well-
value of the dollar keeps going down. If you run low, you just print more money.
We shouldn't go that route. We'll all get mad.
I have a
Hey,
printer room up here. I need another beer.
and I was just gonna ask Shibe if he was gonna have his Sunday Night Live because Michael D was wondering.
Yeah, it's been a while for that.
Yeah.
Been 7
Yeah.
months.
It's it can be. I'm seeing. What did you? Oh my goodness, there is 200 and some people. What do we got here? We got 191 on YouTube and 18 on Facebook. 208. Shibe.
So,
Them Facebook should be bigger than that, Dan. I know what you're doing.
Hey, Michael D was wondering when you're gonna have your next Sunday Night Live.
My next Sunday Night Live will be the big, I guess it's 10.5K giveaway.
Super Bowl Sunday?
But yeah, I mean, yeah,
But when?
very soon. Me, I gotta figure out a weekend that works. I'm back into them. I'm getting back in very soon. Very soon. Maybe
Well,
next weekend.
Oh, that's soon.
If you watched, was it? No, that video didn't come out yet. So Tuesday, you have to watch Tuesday's video, and probably the following weekend, which would be next weekend.
All right. So you are planning to
On Sunday?
Yeah. Sunday's my day.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday.
At the Shibe.
Here's what does everyone sell their bundles for?
$8.
Jeez. And you're calling
My
Mine
Brad,
are
and you're calling
my-
Brad greedy?
My bundles are huge compared to yours, Dan. Yours are like, I go buy that at Mini Mart for $7. You're selling for $5. Mine,
I got great big tight wrapped 1.3 cubic foot bundles that I sell for $7, and you're selling saggy bags for $8.
no, my bags aren't saggy. Dan's are saggy. Dan's are saggy.
Hey, if the bag sags, so be it.
Bag sags. I'm not even going to say it.
WD-30,
No.
what are you going to sell your bundles for? Aren't you going to sell bundles?
I will sell bundles, and when we get there, I'll let you know. I'm not putting a price on it now because I don't know what the market is right now.
Well,
Well, the market is right now is like $1.15 a piece for a piece. There it is.
we
Look
we lost that was well we had Steven and then Sushi Man Sam.
Sushi Man.
Sushi
Nice
Man.
pants.
Is that a bomb? Was it a bomb?
Yes. Sushi
Sushi
Man
Man.
Sam, thank you very much. He likes
Nice
your pants.
I don't have pants on. I have shorts on. It's actually kind of getting cold. But thank you, Sam. Appreciate. I don't know why I keep putting this cap back on.
I was
I was about to say, what are you doing?
I have a question.
Uh-oh.
Why have we not heard any burps out of Shibe tonight?
I don't have my
That is
mic
a good
set
question.
up. I don't have my mic set up.
Yeah,
I can't
well,
hook this because I can't hear you.
are you going to have a burp counter?
I have to talk to my IT guy, Sam. But I mean, I could have a burp counter. I could have a cigarette counter. I don't know. How many counters can I have?
A beer
Do them
counter?
both.
Beer
Do it on
burp,
all one side.
and a coin jar.
Yes.
I'm gonna need another guy.
I think you should have a full pack of cigarettes, and every burp, you remove a cigarette and you try to empty the pack.
What?
Oh yeah. Hopefully, I smoke 20 cigarettes in a live stream.
I'm going to quick grab this question. I burn, well, on average, 10 to 12 cords a year. But this year, I'm not going to hit that because we have not had very cold weather. So I might go through 9, maybe. I don't know.
10 to 12 quart a year. Where are you? And
Well,
what are
here's the reason, though. I start at the beginning of October. I burn through the end of May. I have the thermostat in the house set at 74, 24/7 all the time. So that's why.
Well, I'm here in Pennsylvania, and Sam has an older, I think it's a Heatmore 150 or something. It can burn wood or coal, and I think he goes between 6 or 7 cord. So he's half the cords you are, basically. But we're probably not as cold as you get either. And he basically starts well after we come back from West Virginia. So after Thanksgiving, he starts.
But
burning.
and is that his only heat then? His only heat source?
Yeah. Well, I mean, he has a backup. Everybody should have a backup. I'm sure.
No,
you
but
have a
yeah,
backup.
because some people like run a boiler, but also, burn gas or something.
Right. I mean, if your boiler's on, you're not doing your gas. You're not doing your oil or any of that shit. So, I mean, obviously you have, what do you have, gas normally?
Yep.
If you didn't have the wood boiler, what would you be running on? Gas,
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
Yep.
Yeah. So if I think Sam's running on electric. So if he's not running the boiler, it's an electric forced air system.
All right. It's now 9:30.
Nope. We're not going there.
We got 30 more minutes, Dan.
Hell no. I
Listen.
have an early morning.
There's
We
still
all
211 people.
We all have.
Dan, we can't cut him off this soon. That's not fair. It's got to be under 100, right?
Well, that's what I do, but Dan's on another level. He needs to get below 200.
So at that thought process, you might never be able to end. Everyone could fall asleep and their computer could be on and you'd still be sitting here talking because they're still technically in the chat.
As long as the chat.
Well, we could do like you did before and just you walk away and let Shibe run the show.
Oh, heavens, no.
That means we have another 10 hours of me in your face.
Heck yeah.
Oh, now neighbor Doug just showed up, so we got to stay on for a little bit.
Thank you, Doug.
28 more minutes.
Hey, can you, WD30, do you got your link to your channel quick to throw in the chat somewhere? Because somebody was asking for that.
Shibe's got it.
I'll do it again. Here you go.
Yeah, right here. We got a good point from Kevin.
Damn, I am multitasking like a
If you keep me on here too long, then, we won't see you back.
Hey, we're doing this for you all. We're not doing this for Dan. We're doing this for you all.
Yeah, this is for you. As long as you are here, we are here. That's probably.
Yep.
Well,
we're going to do one person left in the chat.
Well, there'll always be three because you three are watching. There's always going to be four. We can't get down to one.
Oh, come on.
Normally,
there you go. There you go.
Have to be a good employee,
When you watch other live streams, they're always doing this thing where they're like, "All right, everyone, share the link. Let's get to a certain number. We need to get the chat up to whatever 200 people." But I'm like, "All right, we need to get below 200, and we're cutting it off."
Nope.
Did you know Mystery Gardner was in the hospital?
I did not, but I just saw that fly by. Andy, seen Mr. He's in there, and asked me to wish you all a happy new year. Well, we would like to wish Mystery Gardner a happy new year and a speedy recovery to get out of the hospital. Thanks for that, Andy. Yeah. Cheers.
Get out of that place.
Oh my.
I did not know.
I'm late. Sorry about that. I'm late. Sorry, everyone.
Yeah,
I'll be right back.
Bladder of a child.
Well, we got to see the pants.
Where's he going?
The pajama pants.
Tinkle time.
Tinkle time.
Bladder of a child.
So, Todd's outside again. He's calling it a night. There you go.
Take care, Todd. Have a good night, buddy.
Todd, that mulberry looks wonderful.
Have a good weekend. What was is the God, I'm trying to think now what I had. Some berry. Was it mulberry that's really like orange and then it turns or like gold and then
Yellow.
it turns really dark brown.
Yes, very quickly.
It's crazy. Like I was looking at that on my stacks today. I'm like, holy crap. It was golden
Oh,
and then now it's like chocolate brown.
when I first started splitting
Nice.
wood, that mulberry caught me off guard. I wasn't sure if I was dealing with Osage orange or what, and I actually put a video out about it. But it ended up being mulberry, and it's a really good burning wood. It's a hot burning wood.
Yeah. Hey, good. Have a good weekend, Obi. All right. Obi's out of here. We got 5 more minutes. That's
5
the
more
cutoff.
minutes.
Robert, how you doing? Happy New Year. Have a good weekend. Jason, do you need to season oak that is dead standing for years? Yes. Even without well, depends on the diameter. Anything under 6 inches, yes. Or over 6 inches. Because oak, even if it sheds the bark.
I think no matter what, you got to open it up.
Yep.
Yep.
Because I've had dead standing oak that was standing dead for 3 years. I cut it down. I left it sit in log form for another year, and it was still 40%.
Wow.
Yeah. But it was like 22 inch, pretty big stuff. So
The Shad must be blowing it up.
The big oak that is actually cut, you'll see it Monday. That big oak was at least 26, 27 inches.
whew. And that was one. Where did you get that from?
That is from the nursing home job.
Okay.
I was doing it to preserve a hunting stand.
Oh.
Yep.
And so then how do you haul all that back to your place?
Well, now it's a beautiful white pickup. It was a beautiful black pickup at the time.
Oh, good, you're still here.
Little.
How many kids did you drop off at the pool, buddy?
I didn't talk for P. But
All right. Well,
3 hours.
We have dropped below 200.
What? It's only because I left.
Oh my, oh my. Ken's cuts. Yeah, mulberry is good for smoking. I heard that. I heard mulberry is really like a smoking wood and a cooking wood.
That's the man that would know right there. Ken's cuts. He that's pretty much what he does, is smoker wood.
Yep.
Yeah. And if you haven't been to Ken's Cuts channel, go over and check it out. There's a plug for you, Ken.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah, he just recently started too, I think, right?
Yeah, he started pretty much right when we did the hope thing. So
it was that next week.
Yeah. Heck
yeah. Well, gentlemen,
Dan,
get your closing thoughts ready. Who wants to go first? We'll start with WD-30. Wait, how much is left in your bottle?
Mine?
Yeah. Oh, geez. All right. You ain't gonna make it to the end of that. So.
I mean, I could if I just,
Yeah, no.
You ain't got enough Coca-Cola or water for that.
We saw what happened. Boonville and Bunyan.
I got more.
We
I
didn't
got
see-
more.
WD went to bed.
That's what I mean.
Disappeared. Irish goodbye.
Oh, hush up.
All right. Well, WD, it's been a pleasure having you on. And
It's honestly.
go
Can I
ahead.
just say thank you to everyone? I pulled up my my YouTube studio here on my second screen that I have. Um, I literally can't say enough thank yous to everyone. It means the world to me. It honestly does. As starting out this, you go into something like this, well, at least for me anyways, very scared and very anxious, even knowing that I have an amazing community around me. And thank you, Dan. And honestly, thank you, Jack, Log Cabin Firewood. That guy pushed and pushed and pushed. Stop it, Brad. But no, Log Cabin Firewood, I greatly appreciate you pushing me into this. It's been one of the better decisions I've gotten to have. And well, thank y'all, and to all the dickheads out there, I love you too.
He's talking to me.
Well, WD, it's gonna be fun watching your adventures unfold. I will say that. And and now we know who to blame. Log Cabin Firewood.
Don't worry, I'm calling out after the first 1,000 subs live stream.
On a serious note, WD, I wish you the best in your YouTube adventures, and hopefully you do well. I mean, it's definitely an adventure, and it's an experience. You've been basically living the experience between all of us. You're just now starting your own channel, so Godspeed, brother, and hopefully everything works out the way you want it to, and don't rush it. It will come. It will come. Just put out the content and people will come, buddy.
All right. Well,
Is it my turn?
Mr. Brad.
I will just say this. I got two things to say. This is directed to Will. It's a cycle. It's a circle. And these two guys over here, I have to thank.
Mm-hmm.
Jack likes to thank me all the time. Now you're thanking Jack. And like I said, it's a circle. So you are going to have to continue to pay it forward for the next guy in line.
That's right.
So if you haven't registered for the fellowship yet and you plan on coming, help me out and fill out the form. That's all I got to say.
There you go. All right. In WD30.
I don't yet, but I will be at the fellowship.
I will not
Golly.
register, but I will be at the fellowship.
I consider this my registration.
But yes, WD, I'll like I told you before, it's great having you now get into this part of the journey, and can't wait to see where the adventure takes you. And maybe, we'll have you back on again. You never know. Let's give us a little status update on how things are going. And for those of you going to the fellowship, he'll be there as well, along with Shibe and Brad. I can't make it, but you probably wouldn't want me there because the weather would probably be a disaster.
Oh no, it's the winter. It's the winter.
That's why
can't
it'd
be
be
much-
even worse.
It can't be bad any much more than rain.
Well, you never know. So, but thank you, Brad, Shibe, WD, for coming on. Thanks everyone for tuning in. We'll toast this one out and raise up the final glass here tonight. So again, thanks to everyone for tuning in. Thanks to all the super chatters and you three right here. Thanks for making this first Friday Night Live of 2024 fun and hopefully enjoyable. So cheers, everyone. Have a good night, a great weekend. Stay safe, have fun, be cool.
Woo!
Been a real bad boy. I've got a ton of gravel in my shoes, world on my shoulder, a heart full of blues. I'm in the dirt, down in the dirt.